Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I feel like I'm gonna have to say this every single time I upload a video, but it's really been a while. But today is a video I'm very excited for. I've tried to film this video at least 3 times, and I'm not even kidding. But today I'm super excited because I'm finally filming my vinyl collection video. You guys don't know how long I've been waiting for this, like actually. Hopefully it goes well this time and I actually edit it and I actually put it up. I want to give a shout out to Tabby for releasing the first vinyl collection video I've ever seen on YouTube. I love that video, and that video is kind of what has inspired me to film my own one day. And also shout out to Sean C for actually releasing his vinyl video. You know, I've put off filming mine and I have 50 accumulated now, whereas this guy probably has 500, and he actually filmed his vinyl collection part 1 at least. That's what's kind of really inspired me to get up off my ass and try to film this for a 4th time. So thank you, Sean. And I want to give a quick disclaimer before I jump into my collection, and that is you'll notice a lot of my vinyls are still sealed. They're still in their original plastic, and that's because I haven't opened those yet, clearly. And the reason I haven't opened a lot of my vinyls is because I've got this as my record player. So I've decided to keep a lot of my vinyls sealed in their original packaging just because I don't see the point opening them if I'm not even gonna play them. I was playing some vinyls on this record player and I noticed that maybe it was warping my vinyls. So, or I guess, I don't know if warping is the right term, but just damaging my vinyls maybe. So now I don't really open them. So that's the explanation for that. I know that a lot of you still want to see what's inside. You want to see the inside covers or the vinyl itself if it's colored. If there's anything cool about the vinyls I have and they are sealed, I'm going to put up a picture for you guys because I know a lot of you do want to see that, and that's why you watch vinyl collection videos. So I'll definitely provide that, but some of them are opened and some of them are kind of cool, so I'll just show those right here. That's about everything that I wanted to say, so let's get right into my collection. So my collection has 50 vinyls, most of which are hip-hop, but I also have some indie, rock, and jazz. I think I have one of each of those other genres, but the majority of my collection is hip-hop. That's just the music I gravitate to most, and so those are the vinyls that I collect. And I think I have some movie soundtracks or like music inspired by the movie in this collection as well. I'm going to be showing you these in alphabetical order by artist. That leads us to our first artist, Amine. I have the double LP Good For You 1.5. Sorry if the saturation gets a little bit crazy on this video and I show very vibrant vinyls. I think Amine is really unique and has his own sound, and that's what makes me really like him as an artist. I think a lot of us know him from Caroline back in 2017, and the fact that, you know, that song is still really good just goes to show how great his talent is. And I think that's going to bring him really far in his career and bring him a lot of success. At least I hope so. I think he's really awesome. So yeah. And I think we could say he's an awesome dude just going off the fact that he still has the same boys in his music video. I think that's pretty dope too. So yeah. Next artist I have is someone that I really love. He brings in a lot of jazz elements, real instruments into his music, into hip-hop, and I just started gravitating towards that type of music. I have Anderson .Paak to thank for that. So starting off with Malibu. Malibu is in my top 3 albums in my collection, but even in general, it's one of my favorite albums of all time. Not even in my vinyl collection, just of all time. It's probably my top 10, which says a lot. But like I said, it did help me kind of discover the type of music that I really like. I actually do have Malibu opened, of course. It's one of the albums I've been listening to on this crappy record player. Yeah, so this is what it looks like in the back. You've got all the credits to every song here. It doesn't open in half, it's true, right? It just has the basic sleeves, and both of the vinyls are just a standard black. But it did come with a nice poster that I have in my room. I might take a picture of it and I'll show that to you. So why is Malibu such an amazing album in my opinion? I think it's just one of those albums I can play from beginning to end on replay and not get fed up. You have features from Schoolboy Q, you have a song that's produced by Kaytranada. It's just a really, really good album. And if you have not listened to this album, please do yourself a favor and listen to it. So that was Anderson .Paak's Malibu. Really, really love this album, if you couldn't tell already. Next up, we got his 2 other albums, Oxnard and Ventura. So these 2 projects are really great too. I do have a really soft spot for Malibu, but if you haven't listened to either one of these albums, I highly recommend that you do. I'm sure you're gonna find 1 or 2 songs that you really, really love on each of these albums. I mean, there's more than just 1 or 2, for me at least. Like Savior's Road off of Oxnard. I don't know why, but as soon as that song comes on, I'm like, I just love the sound of it right from the beginning. So Savior's Road, really, really good. Trippy with J. Cole is really good. Ventura, Jet Black. You got Andre 3000 on here on Come Home. So these are just 2 really solid projects. Next up, we got our first random genre. It's actually indie rock, and that is Arctic Monkeys' AM. Tumblr was how I got really into music, which is kind of strange to say, but on my Tumblr page back in the day, I would find music off of other people's pages and add it to my own, and then I would just listen to that music all day. So Arctic Monkeys had a lot of those songs. I really do love this album, and I'm glad I picked it up, but it's mostly for nostalgia, if I'm going to be honest with you. And these are just basic black records, so nothing too special. The inside just looks like that. And yeah, it's very simple, but I really like this album. Going right back into hip-hop, more so R&B, we got Ari Lennox, Shea Butter Baby. I mean, look at that. Just gorgeous. And it's a regular sleeve, and I believe it's just a black vinyl. But the sleeve has all the credits on there. So very cool. And then the album is just a standard black. I was looking at my vinyl collection when I was about like 30-ish albums in, and I realized a lot of the music I was supporting by buying vinyls were of male artists. And there's nothing wrong with that, obviously, but I want to show more love to female artists. And these are artists that I did already listen to. I just, for some reason, never picked up their vinyls. So I think Ari Lennox was the first one that I was really like, oh, you know what, like I should really pick this up. This is actually Ari Lennox's debut album, which I hadn't realized. I guess I just previously listened to her through singles or an EP. Why am I blanking right now? Or maybe features? I don't know. Anyway, she signed to Dreamville, which is how I originally found her music, was actually because I was looking for a new artist to listen to. So I looked at Top Dog Entertainment and Dreamville to find some more artists to listen to, and Ari Lennox was on there. The song with J. Cole, the album name itself, Shea Butter Baby, but also BMO on here I really like. Honestly, all the songs on here. She really killed it for a debut album. She did an amazing job. I think she's really cool. So that is Ari Lennox. The next artist I have is another Dreamville artist, and that is Boz. I think that's how you pronounce it. I pronounce it like Nas, but Boz. I overthink it. But I've got Too High to Riot, and I've also got Milky Way. Milky Way was kind of a random pickup. I just saw it and I hadn't had Too High to Riot yet, and I wanted to get an album from every artist that I liked in my collection, and I hadn't had one from Boz yet. So when I saw Milky Way, I kind of just picked it up without really thinking about it, but I'm still happy that I have it. There's good songs on here for sure. Tribe with J. Cole, Spaceships and Rockets, I really like as well. But the album that I really wanted was Too High to Riot, so I'm really happy that I found it. I think I got it off of Amazon, I believe. So they had it in stock, and I picked it up right away when I saw it. Methadone, Night Job, Black Owned Business. A lot of the songs on here are just really, really good, and I still go back and listen to them even now. So really like this album from Boz. The next album is kind of random for me because I didn't even know, and I still don't even know who Blue and Exile are, and feel free to roast me like crazy. I get it. I was really drawn to the cover, and this is actually only the instrumentals to Give Me My Flowers While I Can Still Smell Them. It's a really long title. But I was at my local record store and I saw this album, and obviously I was really drawn to the cover. It's really beautiful. So I picked it up right away. Even though there were records right in front of me that I knew and loved, I picked this one up. And because I was so drawn to the cover, I went on my Spotify. I went to the instrumentals because I wanted to know exactly what I was going to get. And put my earphones in and just started listening to the album. At the time I was still in school, and I was like, you know what, this would probably be good to play while I study. They're just standard black vinyls in regular sleeves. Yeah, definitely one of my most random purchases, but definitely don't regret it. And I'm gonna have to listen to Blue and Exile. I know that. So if you know them already, give me your favorite album from them in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to check them out. So that's Blue and Exile. Next up is The Legend. It's literally called Legend. The best of Bob Marley, of course. I just wanted something that I know I love to play on my record, and just do some chores around the house. And you know, I don't need to say much about this album, you guys know it already. It's literally all the best hits from Bob Marley. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with vinyl. Yeah. So I don't even need to take it out. It's standard black, standard sleeve, nothing special about it. But yeah, that's Bob Marley. Speaking of Legend, we have The Legends, Destiny's Child, right here. This too is an Urban Outfitters pickup. Quite a lot of my albums are Urban Outfitters. Urban Outfitters just reels me in with their limited editions. They always have these really cool colored vinyls. This bad boy right here has a beautiful vinyl. I'll insert a picture of what it looks like, but it's, I think it's like a black splattered translucent vinyl. And I don't think I have to talk about this album. It's a classic. Oh, that's cool too. Look, you can kind of see them back there too. Really nice. Talking about classic, we have Drake's Take Care. I mean, this is a classic. If you've got a hip-hop vinyl collection, you've got this album right here. Marvin's Room. Look, let's not talk about it anymore. Just a classic album. You know what it is. Oh, it actually does open up like this. So you've got all the song credits there. Standard black vinyl, I believe. Yeah, nothing. Just standard black vinyls for Take Care. Nothing too special. And the only other Drake album I have is this one. And I'm kind of you know, I think a lot of us can agree that this album could have been sliced up, you know. I don't think we needed 25 tracks on Scorpion. Still, there are some really good songs on here. So the whole theme behind the album was for it to be an album, you know what I mean? I went to the concert, the Scorpion tour concert, and that was the whole theme. And so after I went to that concert is when I picked up the vinyl. That's mostly why I picked up this one. It's because the theme of it was a vinyl. So the next artist is one that I'm so happy to have in the collection 3 times. And this first vinyl is actually my favorite vinyl in my entire collection. And that is Channel Orange. So this was actually gifted to me by my boyfriend. Love him so much. This is my absolute favorite vinyl in my collection. Of course it's bootlegged. I believe, yeah, all of my Frank Ocean vinyls are bootlegged. There are songs on here that skip on this record player. And I don't know if it's the record player or if it's the record, so that kind of sucks. The vinyl's actually, let me get that out. It's actually translucent. So that is Channel Orange, my absolute favorite vinyl in my whole collection, hands down. The track list is right there. I might actually double up on this vinyl just because I would like to have one that's in perfect condition. So we'll see. So the next two Frank Ocean vinyls are actually Nostalgia Ultra and Blonde. I saw this, and I saw it with Blonde at my local record store. And I was like, wait a second, what is this? Like, I don't know what this project is. So the only place I could find it to listen to it was on SoundCloud. So once again, I was in the record store and I was just listening to the album, and I really fell in love, ironically. I fell in love with Love Crimes on this project and all the other songs as well. So I'm really glad that I got to pick this up. It was kind of a random pickup for me at the time, but I've come to really love this album. So that's that. And then we've got Blonde. Some of my favorites, Nikes, Nights, White Ferrari. All of the songs on this album are amazing, and I'm really glad I have it. I haven't opened up this one or the Nostalgia Ultra one because I was kind of worried that the same thing that happened to Channel Orange would happen to these. I've kept them sealed. I don't think there's anything special about them. Maybe they are colored vinyls, but I'll never know. At least I won't know for now. Maybe when I get a better record player. I mean, definitely. When I get a better record player, I'm going to be listening to these. And that'll be a nice surprise after like years of having these vinyls, seeing if they're colored or if there's anything interesting about them inside. This next artist, starting off with his classic album, it's J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hills Drive. And I just gotta say, J. Cole is an amazing performer and awesome to see live.
I'm only here for the night sing.
If booming can't get fooled again.
From his mama whip, can't hold he all this shit. He all this shit. He all this shit. Montreal makes some noise.
This album is a classic. There's not much to say. Every single song is a banger. The back cover has the songs on there. Next from J. Cole is For Your Eyes Only. It was kind of sad to see that this album didn't get as much love as J. Cole's other projects. If you slept on this album back when it first released, I highly recommend that you give it a whole listen through, especially with what's going on in the world right now. I think you may appreciate it more. I love this album a lot. It's actually one of my most recent pickups. So J. Cole's For Your Eyes Only. Probably my third favorite vinyl in my collection, and it's not necessarily for the album. You'll see why in a second. That means my top three would be Channel Orange, Malibu, and if you know anything about getting the autographed KOD vinyl, you know it was a pain in the ass process. This vinyl took a long time to ship, and we were charged right away. So I remember being charged for this album, and I only got it 10 months later. Could have had a baby in that time. All right, let's chill. I said it's in my top 3 of my collection for a reason. It's the only album that I have in a frame like this. I'm actually going to take it out of the frame just so I could show you guys the back. There you go. Okay. So here's the album. And you've got his beautiful signature right there. And here is the back. And obviously I didn't open this vinyl, but the vinyl itself is beautiful. It is red Translucent. I may open this at some point. I really don't know. The last J. Cole album is actually a Dreamville album, and that's Revenge of the Dreamers Part 3. I really wish I had Revenge of the Dreamers Part 2 on vinyl. I don't think it exists. It's probably only bootleg. I got this one recently as well. The sleeves are kind of nice. You just got Revenge 3. What am I doing? So Revenge 3. I have Jaden Smith's Sire that I really like. I haven't opened it either. So, ooh, you could see right there. Originally $35. It went down to $24, and then I think it was an extra 50% off. So it was ridiculous, the price I got it for. Next up is Jhené Aiko's Trip. Look at the cover art on this. Just look at that. And I've actually opened this one. I mean, just look at that. That's some beautiful cover art. And then she even has this insert in here that has, I mean, it's all the song credits. Oh, that looks really trippy. Oh my god, huh? See what I did there? It looks really trippy. But these are all the song credits. The vinyls are just this beautiful translucent orange. And ridiculously enough, I think I got this on sale too at the same time as I got the Jaden Smith one. I don't know why this was ever on sale in the first place, but yeah, it's just gorgeous. And I've played this album and it plays fine, so yeah, that was a steal for sure. The next artist I'm really excited about because he is a Montreal native. Is that how you say that? He's from Montreal. And that is Kaytranada. That's Kaytranada's Bubba. So I wish I had 99.9. I don't have it. I gifted it to someone, but I have Bubba. It's really important to listen to albums from start to finish, the way that they're supposed to be consumed. The transitions between songs are they're beautiful. If I had a better record player, I definitely would have opened this on the very first day that I got it and been so excited to play it. But if you haven't listened to this album yet from Kaytranada, what are you doing? Look at his beautiful face. Next up is Kehlani's While We Wait. So this was kind of like Ari Lennox when I was telling myself, you know, let me support the female artists that I really love. And I saw this in store and I picked it up right away. And just look at that. It's pretty much the same thing as the cover, but just appreciate Kehlani one more time. I mean, she's just gorgeous. The song credits, of course, are also there. And the vinyl itself is a beautiful tan. For some reason, I thought it was an opaque tan, but it's actually a translucent tan color. I also really like her newest album. I'm probably going to get it on vinyl as well. Next up is an artist I also have a lot of albums for, and that is Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City. I mean, it's obviously on you if you like the album or not, but I just feel like it's a classic. You've got the tracks right there. Next Kendrick album is another classic, To Pimp a Butterfly. Also not opened, not much to say about this album. It's obviously a classic. You've got the songs in the back there. An album that's not super mainstream, I guess, from Kendrick Lamar is Untitled Unmastered. And this is kind of a really cool project. This one was gifted to me. I believe it's just, yeah, it's a plain black vinyl. The last Kendrick Lamar album, you can probably guess what it is. It is Damn, of course. I kind of wish I had the limited edition version where they flipped the songs to be in the original order that Kendrick Lamar wanted to put them in. And this was also gifted to me, this one by my boyfriend, and thank you to him. I have a feeling there's quite a few people that maybe missed this album. This bad boy right here, I love every single song on this album. It's just so groovy.